Hey YouTube, this is Dr. Light 19XX here, and it's been a very long time since I've done one of these. Almost about 2 years actually. But I have a new game room set up, a lot more stuff, and a lot of things to show y'all. So let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, so real quick, I have a toy wall. My collector's editions, special editions, promotional items. All up here I have a lot of my toys on this shelf. And I have my figurines Star Wars and all that kind of stuff down here. Edition and the Fallout Collector's Edition. This is one of the only few items I've purchased on eBay. And it's a Nintendo 64 fiber optic sign. It's very awesome and I love it. It's really, really cool. Let's go ahead and go to this wall real fast. Alright, so on this wall you have mainly discs. This is more of my disc wall, and I have a little line of Mega Man stuff. Up here at the top we have a lot of the consoles. Some of these are still in box complete. I have a Rob Deluxe set, Atari Flashback, PlayStation 2 Slim, the Xbox 360, and then another 360, the Wii, which is actually out of the box. I have an Odyssey. I have my Power Glove box up here, a Eloyd's TV Sport, and then over here on the corner I have a Fairchild video entertainment system, which is really cool. I actually just did a YouTube video about this specific console, and I have a big ass Batman who is protecting me in my kingdom of games. Alright, all over here is Mega Man pretty much. Everything is Mega Man. I have some box toys, some NES. I need the 1 in 5 to complete this set. Mega Man 64, some toys, my Super Nintendo collection of Mega Man. This one's actually pretty cool. I'm doing a review over this. Now here's my Sega Saturn, my PlayStation collection. I have my small ass Dreamcast and all my PlayStation 2s over here in the end. I have some GameCube games. Actually, I found these at a flea market. It's a Zelda 2-disc bonus disc, and then the unofficial ultimate codes for Zelda. It's pretty cool. On my Xbox, 360, PlayStation, and Wii. I have my Rob on display and my Power Glove, which is badass. And this is my Zelda 3DS standee for the Ocarina of Time. I have a lot of my Zelda stuff in here. I actually have a Game Boy Advance boxed toy, and I have a couple of the Philips CDI games in here. Some plushies, an owl. Let's go back over here. We're going to go and go down real quick. I actually have a Vectrex. It's one of my favorite systems. It's up in the top 5. I have some toys over here, a lot of the game bags, some tabletop arcades, some Nintendo powers up at the top. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go over here. Alright, on the top wall up here, I have a Nintendo Pikachu edition, 64. I have a small controller box, mini control deck for the Super Nintendo, PlayStation, a PS3, U-Force, the Genesis, 64 Donkey Kong. I got a plush Donkey Kong up there, and a Super Nintendo over in the corner, and then I got the Magna Carta little table set, and then a trackball for the PlayStation 1. And then down here, everything is in alphabetical order, aside from some boxes, just because I don't really have the room to make them in alphabetical order. But I have all this is Super Nintendo. My Nintendo wall is really short. I don't really find a lot of Nintendo games out in the area that I'm in, but when I do find them, they're pretty decent games. I've only got probably about 6 or 7 boxed Nintendo games. Now I did find these are pretty cool. I actually got Castle of Deceit and Bible Adventures. Pretty cool. These are the only 2 blue carts I own. I'm excited to have them. I have a couple of 64 games over here, and I love these. Actually, my favorite is probably this game right here for nostalgic reasons, and it's just a badass game. Let's see, down here on the far corner I have some Philips CDI games, Famicom. I only got 2 TurboGrafx games, some Sega loose games, and a lot of the boxed Sega Genesis games. Coming down here, I have a lot of the Atari games. We're kind of going old school now. We're going with Atari. I've got a few ColecoVision and then Television games bundled up in here, not many. I have some Texas Instrument games over here. I've got the Odyssey, some Sega Master, and some loose Sega Masters over here, and I've got some boxed Game Boy and Game Boy Color games, and then I have my tall box Philips CDI cases, and then I have actually this little display case for all my handhelds, memory cards, all that stuff. Down here is a Fairchild Channel F. Alright, this is my my Fairchild usually goes here, but it's down on the floor. I have an Atari, the Odyssey, a Pong clone called the Ricochet. I have another Pong clone, the Sans Color TV, Sega Sports Dreamcast, Nintendo, PlayStation Slim, the Sega Master, the Magnavox Philips CDI, the Gemini Atari clone, the Famicom deck, the Nintendo top loader. Down here I have my 3DO console, my Atari 400, GameCube. My Super Nintendo goes here, but it's actually being played right now. My Bentley CompuVision, Genesis, TurboGrafx, console. A lot of my Sega consoles here, Xbox. My Pokemon Nintendo is out, Virtual Boy, PlayStation, and my mini Super Nintendo. And up here I have my Wii Zelda display stand, which houses my cards and my 2-foot tall double-sided Nintendo display. Alright. I just recently got this Wii kiosk. It's fully complete. I'm just missing a blue piece that goes in there so it could light up blue, but temporarily I have some like blue tissue paper to give the illusion. But it works. I'm excited about it. Right, over here I have a Xbox kiosk. I did this with a game collector. I traded a couple of items and I got this. It came with the Halo edition. Xbox has a green light, both robot arms, and it's pretty cool. Alright, this is my Sega display stand. This houses most of my childhood memory games and a lot of my rare, uncommon games. So on here I have Zelda, Super Game Boy, a sealed Adventure Time Collector's Edition, some Atari catalogs, a Nintendo 64 Majora's Mask, a holographic heart, the Zelda, Final Fantasy 2 and 3, Super Mario World, and Final Fantasy. And on this side I actually have Earthbound, Evo, which is a very fun game, Chrono Trigger, Super Mario RPG, Secret of Mana, and Secret of Evermore, which is another really good game. And over here I have some Genesis, not for resale boxes, which these are actually really common to find, believe it or not. Sonic and Knuckles, Sega cart, and then my Wonder Swan and Swan Color with One Piece and another game that I'm not really sure what it is. And this thing opens up too. And there's a couple of duplicate games in here, and my 3-in-1 power cords, and I have a lot of my loose sleeves at the very bottom. I have a lot of duplicate consoles. I find a lot of these pretty frequently. Most common I find is Nintendo and 64 consoles in my area, so if I find them for a couple bucks I go ahead and pick them up. So, and then I've got the displays for the Sega display. They won't fit, so I have them stored back here. I have a couple of these Walmart pull-out plastics. They hold all my controllers. Just a lot of controllers. And on this side is a couple more controllers and some of my light guns. A lot of my power adapters here, and some RF, composite cords, a lot of that stuff. And then I have some new 72 pin, and then a lot of manuals and stuff like that. So yeah, this is the game room. It's been a very long time since I've done a video like this, but I've definitely stacked up pretty quick. It's really fun finding these games, especially out in the wild, and especially when you can get it for a good deal or a bargain deal, because you know it's just a sick purchase when you get them. But let me know what you think about the game room. Leave any comments you have. Post a video of your own game room. Just let me know what you think. Leave any comments below. Subscribe. Let's be friends. But this is Dr. Light 19XX. Thank you so much, and until next time.